said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gamecocks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a seat.
There he goes! Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today,
you're just steamrolling the defense.
And talking to the the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. He's got 50 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this.
And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line. And that shove saved the touchdown.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To throw, it's Boley. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll get rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got a man. It's Jacobs. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. The give to the back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Bowling. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Looking for room, it's Scott. He's racked up 92 yards for him on the ground. A first quarter for this guy. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running it to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in, it's Jones. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bowling. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll try it over the left side. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The Gamecocks come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
They got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on first down. He's taking the shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass that took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. A running back has it. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he's coming out the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. We saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Boley. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Slithers into space. And the Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Get it out on the screen.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it along the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Whips it out to the back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. It's something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. With the catch, it's Jones. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in.
Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To the air, it's Bolden. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Dead center perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Takes the easy completion. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Got his man on the outside. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Jackson gonna throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense. Back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the fullback. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Using his legs, it's Haynes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to run it. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They believe they can run right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This drive will open from the 15. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A run for the quarterback. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. He's in open space downfield.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. You could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano a mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Find some fresh air.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Running back searching for a hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time.
Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. On the run, it's Haynes. Inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Running through contact. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Simpkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of the story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Scrambling away. Looking for his man in the middle. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson gonna throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. In the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Moves around to clear up the vision. The sure hands. It's Hauser.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. Get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.